Hello, it's me again, it's me. I'm back with my blog once again. It's my daily blog. It's a bit late, it's gone midnight. This is the blog for the 25th of September anyway, but I'm just late. Late with my blog, the world will end. My £1,000,000 is no longer assured. Like it was anyway. Yes, work today was a steaming great pile of manure. It was crap. It was rubbish. It sucked, the big one. Cannot wait for the redundancy to finally come through so I don't have to suffer that horrible nastiness again. Probably end up doing something even more horrible and nasty, but you know, at least I'll be out of this horrible nastiness after 28 years. So it'd be nice if I could earn money with my channel, but until I actually start making some stuff, stuff that people want to watch, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, dream on. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I've got loads of stupid ideas, but it's like, well, they're not gonna take off though, are they? So it's like, I don't know. Anyway, that's hardly important. Let's just carry on with this blog. What I normally do on this blog: history and poetry. Did you listen to my podcast from yesterday yet? Did you listen to my dinosaur-themed heavy metal podcast from yesterday? Jolly well hope you did, because it's jolly well bloody good show it was. As Stegosaurus and Brontosaurus and Deinonychus and other dinosaurs, Megalodon, Diplodocus or Diplodocus, however you want to pronounce it, Carnotaurus, the Carnotaurus on it, Spinosaurus, yep, it had a Spinosaurus on it as well. Bear, there was some vomiting dinosaurs as well. But there's loads of dinosaurs on my show yesterday, and heavy metal, of course, but heavy metal mainly about dinosaurs. Yeah, so check it out. High Speed Hangover Podcast. Give that a jolly good listen if you like a bit of heavy metal. Anyway, just look at the old history on this day. On this day, the 25th of September, in the year 1066, Harold II of England defeats an invasion by Harald Hardrada of Norway at Stamford Bridge near York. So they must be coming towards when the Battle of Hastings was. I remember talking about the Battle of Hastings before, because I was like, oh, I know the Battle of Hastings was 1066, but I had no idea what day of the week it is. But I dare say it's coming up soon then, because after defeating Harold Hardrada, he marches all the way to Hastings for the Battle of Hastings and gets killed. Anyway, on this day in 1643, the Solemn League and Covenant between English and Scottish Parliaments against Charles I is concluded. Oh, was it now? Oh, that's something I'd never heard of, but I suppose it's interesting. Maybe. As I said, it was very, very important at that time. I think that's must have been when we got rid of kings. Was that around the time when there was the last king and we got rid of the kings, and that's why we're parliaments? Not too sure. Anyway, on this day also in 1915, the British Army first uses poison gas at Loos in France, but ends up gassing many of its own troops. Poison gas, that's horrible. No, they got rid of that, didn't they? They didn't allow that. Second World War, they banned the use of it because it was a nasty, disgraceful, horrible thing to use on human beings. Oh yeah, okay. The armies never used it, but the Nazis used it in the concentration camps, obviously. Not forgetting that despicable chapter of human crappiness. Right, let's just do a poem, because poems are good for the soul. They're not full of misery, or some they are, sometimes they are, but this one hopefully isn't. I've not seen it yet, I don't know, it might be full of misery, but I'll find out when I read it. Anyway, it's by a lady named June Jordan, who lived from 1936 to 2002, and her poem is called Poem for Haruko. I never thought I'd keep a record of my pain, or happiness, like candles lighting the entire soft lace of the air, around the full length of your hair, a shower, organized by God, in brown and auburn, undulations luminous like particles of flame. But now I do, retrieve an afternoon of apricots, and water interspersed with cigarettes, and sand and rocks we walked across. How easily you held my hand, beside the low tide of the world. Now I do relive an evening of retreat, a bridge I left behind, where all the solid heat of lust and tender trembling lay as cruel and as kind, as passion spins its infinite tergiversations in between the bitter and the sweet. Alone and longing for you, Now I do. Now, I was really quite proud of myself for most of the reading of that. I thought, yeah, I'm not going too fast like I sometimes do and tripping over my words. I'm kind of reading ahead with my eyes before getting to the words, and so I'm able to, say them better. Not like guessing what a word means, but as soon as I get to it, I'm sort of trying to read ahead. And then I got to the word tergiversations, and I was like, yeah, that looks like tergiversations. But I thought to myself, that can't be right. Tergiversations, that surely is not a word. Tergiversations, and that is why you had that. Usually it says infinite tergiversations. You also had an almost infinite pause before I could actually bring myself to say tergiversations, because I'm going to look up the word tergiversations because I have never heard of that before. Tergiversations. It's like, oh, it's coming up. Tergiversations. I put the first few letters in. This is something for you to learn. We're all learning here. Tergiversation, tergiversating. I suppose tergiversations must be part of that. Yeah, tergiversation. Right. Make conflicting or evasive statements, equivocate, or to change one's loyalties, abandon a belief or principle. Tergiversate. Wow, it's a new word for me. I thought I was pretty knowledgeable about words. Tergiversate. Try and use it tomorrow. Try and use it tomorrow in conversation with a friend. You should say to them, "Stop tergiversating," and and just see if they give you the long pause and strange look that I gave the camera, or you saw on my face a minute ago when I first saw tergiversate for the first time. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my girlfriend, "Hey, stop tergiversating," and she'll probably tell me she'll probably swear at me actually. Swear at me for making up new words, but no, it's not a new word. It's not a new word. It's not a word I've ever heard in conversation before. Right, anyway, I am going now because I have to get up early for work. Well, early-ish for work tomorrow, and I am tired, and work wore me out, and I'm gonna probably be just as busy tomorrow. So I'm gonna have about 7 hours sleep before my alarm goes off. So I'm out of here. Go upload this shit. Thanks for watching my blog. Subscribe to my channel. Listen to my podcast. Watch all my other videos. Thank you.